Is the Boba Fett Edition Razer wireless controller and quick charging stand for the Xbox worth the $179.99 price point? Let's discuss. This is not a sponsored video. Razer did send me this controller, no strings attached. I figured I'd talk about it here. It's undeniable that $180 for a video game controller and charging stand is high. It's very high. It's on the highest end out there that I've seen, if not the highest. Considering you can get a brand new unskinned wireless Xbox controller for $55 from Target. And you can get a charging stand that fits multiple controllers and comes with multiple batteries for like 20, 30 bucks on Amazon or eBay. $180 is a lot to ask for. The design is crisp, clean. It's inspired by Boba Fett's helmet. There's nice pretend wear and tear scratches here and there. You know, a lot of controllers with skins on them or designs often look really gaudy, in my opinion. But this one is as minimalist as it can be, while at the same time jumping out at you that that's Boba Fett. There's no denying that's Boba Fett. It looks sharp. When it's on the charging stand though, I think it looks its best. It features the Jaster Memorial Journeyman Protector sigil front and center. I've always loved that design, that symbol, along with the Mythosaur skull, together as a combination controller and charging station. It is very aesthetically pleasing. It looks sharp, it has a great design, and I think for a lot of people who collect things or maybe like to display video game accessories, as I know a lot of gamers like to, this would be right up their alley. Now I have an Xbox One S, and I have two standard Xbox One S controllers that I got 4 years ago or so when I got that system. I recognize that newer controllers have some new features and design, I get it, but this is what I have to compare this Boba Fett controller with, so yeah. The textured grip on the back feels nice. There are tiny itty bitty bumps that are, I would say, twice as prominent as my standard controller. Same goes for the triggers. There's texture on the triggers, where none can be found on my standard controller. I would say that they weigh about the same. If there is a difference, it's not noticeable. It's incredibly slight and not worth being a deciding factor on a purchase. According to Razer and the box, the controller has a battery life of up to 12 hours of continuous gaming. Now, I found some other battery packs and whatnot that offer more. For instance, you can buy an official Xbox controller rechargeable battery that has a 30-hour lifespan and recharges by USB-C for only 25 bucks. So in terms of battery life, maybe 12 hours is standard, I'm not sure. I know for me personally, 12 hours is more than plenty. I've never had a controller run out of juice on me because when I'm done using it, I just toss it on the charging stand and then it's good to go next time. I don't know how important like a 30-hour or 40-hour battery life for a video game controller really is, considering it's rechargeable and humans sleep, so you can just charge your controller while you are sleeping. So the 12-hour battery life might seem short for some. I mean, I guess when you're looking at it compared to other batteries that last almost 3 times longer, that seems like a drastic difference. But in reality, I haven't sat down to play a video game for a 12-hour marathon in probably 15 years. So 12 hours of battery life with a rechargeable stand is more than plenty for me. But still, is it worth it? Everything I've mentioned here is basic Xbox brand new $55 controller. The biggest thing that you're paying for here is the skin, is the Boba Fett aesthetic. All new modern Xbox wireless controllers have a share button, a nice ergonomic design, Bluetooth impulse triggers. You can use them on Windows, Mac, mobile devices. This limited edition Razer Boba Fett controller is basically a modern, brand new Xbox controller. There's really no special bells and whistles other than a really nice design and a cool looking charging station. And maybe the limited edition aspect of it and the collectability of it that a lot of people, I would suspect, will be paying for primarily. It feels great in your hands playing games. There's no denying that. It is smooth, it works as it should, feels great, but so do brand new $55 Xbox controllers. So, is it worth it? Is the $180 price tag worth it? Well, to me, No. To me, it's not. But maybe I'm not the target audience here. I'm not a collector. I don't collect things. I don't buy a lot of Star Wars merch or video game accessories. And when I look at functionality, when I compare a $55 or $60 controller with the functionality of a $180 controller, and they have the same functionality, my brain goes, oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't. But there's no doubt in my mind that for a lot of people, this will be worth it. Star Wars fans like their Star Wars stuff. They like their Star Wars stuff slapped on everything they can. And while $180 is steep, there's no denying that, I do think there will be a sizable amount of people who have the means, who have that level of disposable income, who will be able to dish out a week's worth of groceries and meals for a family of 4 on a Boba Fett Xbox controller without blinking an eye. But for me, as cool as this controller looks, I don't think I could bring myself to buying it. Especially when the functionality, for all intents and purposes, is identical to something that you can buy for a third of the price. So, that's my point of view. Oh, and if you're wondering, it is fully capable of holding this little keyboard. I don't know if you guys have a little Xbox controller keyboard. If you don't, I bought this like 3 years ago. It's the best Xbox video game purchase I've ever made. Go buy that.